What's up guys, welcome back to Unparalleled Universe for another action figure review, and today we'll be looking at the Muppets Select Bunsen and Beaker by Diamond Select. And I have an extra one of these to give away, and I'll have details on how you could win that at the end of the video. So let's take a quick look at the packaging here. I really like the way these Muppets figures look in the package. You're able to see all the accessories, you're able to see both figures. And I really like the white background and how they've kept the white background with all the figures so far. I think that it looks really cool. And then on the side we get Bunsen and Beaker. And then on the back you get a look at the Bunsen and Beaker figures and the other figures that are in this wave. And I really like the Diamond Select packaging. I kind of wish that it was collector friendly so that you could open it up and put the figures back, but that's not the way they've ever done it. But yeah, they look very cool in the packaging. So let's take a look at the articulation. For Beaker, his head can go side to side. And it could go forward about that much. And he could look up about that much. And he could actually tilt a pretty good amount. And for his arms, they come out to the side about this much. And they come forward about that much before the jacket kind of gets in the way. The jacket is soft enough to move his arm all the way around, but I don't want to tear it or anything like that. And his elbow can only bend a little bit. And then it has a swivel. And then his hands have a swivel and a hinge. But again, it's kind of hard to move because of the jacket here. And then he does have a waist swivel. And his legs have some articulation, but the jacket kind of stops it from moving. But you could swivel it. And you can move forward a little bit. And you could spread them a little bit. And they go forward about that much there. It's about as far as you could get it. And it could go back about that much. And then he has double jointed knees. And you're able to move those okay. The jacket kind of gets in the way, but it still works okay. And his feet can swivel back and forth. And they could tilt forward that much. Tilt up about that much. And then they can also rock. So that's pretty good. He has a nice amount of articulation. The jacket kind of gets in the way, but seems like there was really no way around that. So it's really not a big deal. And for Bunsen, his head can go side to side. And he could look down about that much. Maybe a little bit more there. That much. And he could look up about that much. And he could also tilt a pretty good amount for his head. And his arms are able to come out to the side. And they come forward about that much before the jacket gets in the way. And they come back about that much. And this is soft, so you can get it all the way around, but I just kind of don't want to. And then he has single jointed elbows that do bend a pretty nice amount, and they also have a swivel. And on his hands, it only has a swivel. It doesn't have a hinge like Beaker. And his jacket also really restricts his leg movement. But he has single jointed knees that you get to bend about that much. And they also have a swivel. And let's see here. He doesn't have I don't think he has a waist swivel. It might be stuck or something, but I couldn't get it to move. So I don't know if there's a swivel in there. Can't really tell. But his feet are able to rock side to side. And they could also swivel side to side. And they could tilt a nice amount. And they could tilt up a nice amount. But yeah, I was having trouble getting his legs to move. But it's not really a big deal. And for their accessories, they come with the phone. And then they come with this mixing bowl. And they come with this flask that has some blue fluids in it. And then another boiling flask with some red fluids and some test tubes. And then they come with this really cool clipboard that fits nicely in Bunsen's hand. And here's a closer look at the boiling flasks. The red on here is just painted on, as you can see. Same thing with the blue one. It just painted blue. But they look pretty cool. I like the way they look. And the phone is just, you know, black. with the silver numbers and stuff. The earpiece thing doesn't come off. And the mixing bowl has some kind of stuff inside. Looks like he was mixing up some chemicals or something. And then the test tubes are pretty cool. They're not removable or anything, but they look nice. And then here's the clipboard, which I really like. It says Experiment 221 Automatic Wastebasket. On the back it's just black. And yeah, it's really cool though. I like that. And the really cool thing about it is it fits right into Bunsen's hand. As you can see here, Bunsen's hand is made just to hold the clipboard. And it fits in there nice and snug, so that's very cool. I like the way he looks holding that. And then it came with two of these stands that have the little peg that you could stand figures on. And this would be cool, but the figures don't have holes on their feet, so you can't use the stand. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. And yeah, that's kind of strange. Beaker doesn't have the holes either. It would be cool to use those stands, but I don't know. It's okay, I guess. And for some size comparisons, here they are next to Marvel Legends Pizza Spider-Man and DC Icons Flash. And here they are next to Funko Blind Box Iron Giant and Loyal Subjects Leonardo. And these figures are 7-inch scale, so here they are next to Marvel Select Spectacular Spider-Man and Marvel Select Black Panther. And I think the Muppets figures scale pretty good for 7-inch. I think that they're the appropriate size. And here they are next to all the Muppets figures from Wave 1. And I think they look great together. It's going to be so fun to display them all together and to keep adding Muppets figures to the lineup. I think it looks really cool. And here's a closer look at the head sculpt of Bunsen. And yeah, they nailed it. They did a really nice job. There's not a lot of details or anything required, but yeah, they did it. It's perfect actually. Yeah, I really like it. And here's a closer look at the rest of the figure. And the sculpt is good throughout the whole figure actually. They did a really nice job. And there's also some nice paint details through the whole figure. There's a lot of nice details and shading pretty much everywhere. Even here, like on his shoe, as you can see, there's a little bit, it's black with a little bit of gray shading on it. And yeah, it looks really, really nice. Nothing really going on in the back here. But yeah, they did a really nice job. They did a nice job on his, you know, the clothes under his lab coat. And I really like the fact that the glasses are glued on. Because on Scooter, the glasses weren't glued on. They were just held on with rubber bands. I didn't really like that. But yeah, I like the fact they're glued on here. And they did a nice job of incorporating the articulation, even though they had this big jacket to work around. The articulation works pretty good for him on his arms and his upper body. And here's a closer look at Beaker's head sculpt. And Beaker's head sculpt is really, really nice. I think they did a good job. And it's kind of interesting because it kind of looked like his skin or whatever. It looks kind of like felt. I don't know. That's kind of cool. I haven't really noticed that like on any of the other Muppets figures, but you could tell here it kind of looks like felt. I think that's pretty interesting. And yeah, they did a good job on his sculpt too. He was probably a little bit more difficult to work around his big jacket because his jacket's bigger than Bunsen's. And yeah, they did some nice paint details on the hair and stuff like that. And but yeah, look at his jacket, it's big, so I'm sure it was hard to work that articulation in there. But I think they did a pretty good job. And I like the way his pants are painted and stuff like that. All that looks good. One thing that kind of sucks on mine, there's a few chips on his hands so you could see the white. But, you know, it's not a big deal. They're very small. And yeah. Very cool. They did a really nice job on the sculpt on both of these guys. So overall, I really, really love this figure set. I think Diamond Select did a really nice job on this, and they're doing an amazing job on all the Muppet Select stuff. And you could always count on Diamond Select to provide a really good sculpt and a nicely painted figure. In this case, some of the articulation is restricted, but I really can't fault them for that because I think that's just the way that the characters are designed. And you really don't need a crazy articulation for Bunsen and Beaker's legs, you know, so it's really not a big deal. But yeah, there really was no way around it with the big, you know, lab coats. But yeah, the figures look really, really cool. I'm very happy with them. And I think they look amazing displayed with all the other Muppets figures. And I really can't wait to add some more Muppets figures to that display because I really love the way they look all together. And, you know, I really hope that they put out some figures based on some specific movies. I think I've said it every time I review a Muppets figure is that I hope, you know, they put out some stuff from Muppet Christmas Carol. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, we'll see. Probably won't happen, but maybe. But anyways, so let's talk about this giveaway here. So if you're interested in winning this Bunsen Beaker set, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment in this video. And yeah, then you're entered to win. And also you need to have a US mailing address. So as long as you have a US mailing address, you're subscribed to my channel, and you leave a comment on this video, you get a chance to win a free Bunsen Beaker set. And I have a few other reviews to do before I announce the winner, but I'll be announcing the winner when I do my review for the Muppets Select Statler and Waldorf figure set. And I should be doing that sometime mid next week. So by then, we'll see who the winner is. So good luck to everybody. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to check out CoolToyReview.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you like the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that cool stuff. And that's it. Thank you very much. Peace.